Good morning everyone, this is your YouTuber Mr. Odin with the item build and skill build Pudge guide. So first of all, I'm going to teach you guys how Pudge works and all. So mainly Pudge is a tank and his ability is to gank people or initiate battles. So he is useful either to like scatter their enemy teammates or jump in and take a lot of damage. Pudge is not based on items, so the more you can get the level, the more overpowered he gets. So let's go for the skill build first. So first of all, always get the hook. Hook is a really great thing. It has a range, and as you level the hook to its 4th level, the range increases as well as the damage. And the mana cost does increase, but the time duration reduces. So basically when you hook at someone, there is something called as a box around the attack box around the player and a creep. So for a creep it's really normal. If you can see, oh, that did not work. Okay. So if you can see, the creep only has a small box. So even if the hook enters a small box, it's gonna hook the creep. If you see the player, there's a bigger box. Let me spawn an enemy player. So for this enemy player, if you can see, he has a box. So if I keep this guy here, and it just passed the hook to the box to him, I do hook him. Same ways to the creeps. Oh, let me freeze spells. If I hook to the side, I'm gonna hook the creep. Did you guys see how the hook got diverted to the creep? Like it automatically went. So that's the advantage with Pudge. So after you get the first spell, the second spell is always better to get Rot, so you can hook people. Then as soon as you hook them, just press W and you can kill them. So there's two things that happen with Rot. It does damage to the enemy and also slows them down. The slow rate is a constant rate for all the levels, it's 30%, but the damage does increase. Also there is a talent which increases the Rot damage if you want to get it. So the only side effect is that you do reduce an HP, so that's the only disadvantage, but there's also another advantage to this. You can also deny yourself and take the ability of not losing any gold to enemy players. So after that, just keep on leveling up your hook and rod. But when you reach your level 6, do get your ultimate because it's really good. So the way you use your ultimate is that there's an enemy player, you send the hook, activate rod and ult him. Always ult with your rod on you, that way you do the max damage. So after you get your ult, you can also think about getting fleshy, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's not useful, it's really helpful to Pudge, but getting it this early in game is really bad. You should always max your hook and rod. After you're done with getting your hook and rod, then you can get Flesh Heap, or at level 10, the new talent tree that was introduced in Dota 7.0, you can get either mana regen or strength. I usually don't get the mana regen because I use the bottle for my item build. I'll go on in the item build. So I usually get strength just so that I can do more damage. Because as you saw, it just increased from 86 damage to 94 damage. That is kind of significant. So afterwards, when theirs are maxed, I start getting the Flesh Heap. So the way Flesh Heap works is that also when you get to level 12, always increase the ultimate. You don't need to get Flesh Heap that soon. As you can see, I killed this guy before getting Flesh Heap. So Flesh Heap is like a retroactive thing. So you can kill enemy players. There's a circle. It's like if you can see the enemy players and they die in your vicinity, you get a Flesh Heap. And each Flesh Heap gives you 6% additional resistance to spells and bonus 1 strength. This one does increase, and when he reaches to his final level, the 4th level of Flesh Heap, he gets really strong. The more Flesh Heap, the more health. Usually, if you play a good Pudge game, you should reach to a 30 or 32 Flesh Heap. More than that, either the game has taken more than 1 hour, or it's just slacking and no one is either pushing, so that might happen. That's it for your Pudge guide, and I'm going to show you what talents to get. So I'm just gonna max level up. Get the ult, get the fleshy. So for Pudge, movement speed is really important. You can also get the armor, but it's not that important because Pudge already has a base armor of 6, and you can get some items like Vanguard if you really want the armor. But armor is not my most preferable thing because he has a lot of HP. But movement speed is my most preferable thing because when you do rot, you want to be a bit more faster than the enemy player so you can go body block him and slow him at the same time so your teammates can come and help you. So I always get the movement speed. This is your choice. If you feel like there's someone like Axe in their team and you want to hold him down for more time so that your teammates can kill him, then do get the extra second dismember. It's really important. So December is full of it holds them for 3 seconds on a hero. So the 4th second does add some damage to it, like each second does 120. So it's like instead of doing let's do the math, 360, you do 480 damage. So it does do some kind of damage. But if you're like your team is lagging behind and you want to do something else, I would suggest getting the bonus 150 gold. So even if you're done with the build, you can also get wards and stuff because Pudge can do a hard tank as well as a semi-support because he's not item dependent. So this is your choice. I'm just gonna get 150 gold now, and here this is a really key talent. So if you think that the enemy team has high physical damage tolerance rate, I would not get this one. I would get this one. If they have like someone like Phantom Assassin and you dismember them and you cannot go through his blur and attacks keep missing, I would suggest getting the extra raw damage. And in the item build, I'm going to tell you an item like Radiance to add on. That way you do like 120 plus under 120 damage of raw, that is like 240 plus a 60 damage from Radiance. That's like 300 damage per second. That's insane. Like you just rod hook and the Radiance and the rod damage is gonna kill them with the dismember. So it's a really good one, but the side effect is that you also lose that health and that might leave you vulnerable. So it's your choice, but if you get this, you get more health, so you're more tanky. That's the only difference you'll get from here. I'm gonna get this just to show you a point. So you saw that there's 240 damage now. Now let's go to item build. It's really fun doing items for Pudge. So I do a really different item build and people don't like me for that. So I do Boggle, then I'm going to rush my Tranquil Boots. Yes, I'm going to do Tranquil Boots. I'm going to tell you guys why I do Tranquil Boots. Most people say that if you want to be faster, just get Phase Boots or something like that, which give you more speed, or get Boots of Travel, which give you even more speed, or get Power Thread, which you can toggle for getting extra mana to make hooks and all. But I always get Tranquil Boots. So the advantage of getting Tranquil Boots is Pudge is a sneaky player who plays from the forest to hook people. Like if I go like this and there's a player who's losing HP, I hook him from back and I kill him. When I'm doing that, creeps come in the way, players come in the way, and there might be multiple players guarding him. I need to be like patient. When I'm patient like that, Tranquil Boots give an extra of 14 HP regen. So if I'm low in HP, I can just hide in the forest, then get the more HP, hook him, kill him there, and come back. Because of rot, I do lose a lot of HP from time to time, and this regen does help me a lot. But the side effect is that if they keep on hitting you, there's a passive break for 13 seconds, so that's the only thing that hurts you. But I do like Tranquil Boots, and it gives you 90 movement speed. That's good enough, I would believe. Or 65 if they hit you. So the next one, some people want to go for Aether Lens or Hood of Defiance just to get the more magic resistance boost, but I love to go Blink Dagger because Blink Dagger just gives me a lot of mobility. Like I'm here and the enemy player is right here, so I can just go hook and get him that easily, and I can kill him. Like I can go under towers and take damage and kill him and get a kill for my team. So after Blink Dagger, some people insist on going Pipe of Insight or even Crimson Guard for the team, but always go for Aghanim Spectre. That's really good. Like, I'm going to show you something. Let me sell this once to make a point. So you can see the hook is 11 seconds. Well, look what happens when I buy a Aghanim Scepter. Look at that. The hook is now only 4 seconds. That's insane. Like, you can hook. Oh wait, that I didn't get. Let me get the character. Let me hook. Dismember. And after that guy is low in HP. Let me spawn a bigger guy. Enemy level up. There you go. That should be good. So I can hook him. Get the rod. Get dismember on him. By the time dismember is over, I can rehook him. So that's like 450 damage plus 360 damage plus under 450 damage. That's insane. You do close to 1,300 damage with rod. So that's like insane. So Aghanim Scepter is really good. The only drawback is you will not have much mana. So each battle you need to go back or refill your bottle and get regen back, or else you can have some mangoes. That's what I do. I do fountain hooking, not the Dindy kind of fountain hooking, which is insane and awesome with Chen combo, but the fountain hooking where you go into the aim base, you keep on hooking them and killing them. Then you just buy mangoes from there. The next item. So this is your choice. If you suggest on going for the plus 120 raw damage, I would strongly suggest going for Radiance. If you see there in the popular items, there is no Radiance because people like don't think of this. But if you add Radiance, it adds a 60% damage per second. So I can just like hook someone. Oh, that died. That was soon. I can hook some. Oh, okay. Let me get a player. I can hook someone and I can just rod them. See how quickly he's dying? He's 22 level axe. I know he doesn't have items, but look how he died. It's insane. Plus this 60 damage does not infect your health. If you want to be more tanky and you want to have more HP, then I would suggest going for Heart of Tarrasque. But here's the disclaimer. So if you want a Heart of Tarrasque and a Radiance, that is impossible. Like, you need to farm like insane. Making this in a game while you roam is not that possible unless you get like in 40 kills or something to make it in like a 30-minute or 40-minute game. So if you're going for a Heart of Tarrasque or a tanky position, I would not suggest going for Radiance. Instead of going for Radiance, go for a Crimson Guard. Where's this Crimson Guard? Yeah, Crimson Guard is really good. It has Vanguard in it, so it gets Vanguard benefits. Or else, if there's like someone with a lot of stuns and you hook them, they stun you and try to kill you, like maybe a Sven. So with Sven, with his ult, he does insane damage. So you either can go for Crimson Guard and try to take his damage little, because you will have like 5k health with the Heart of Tarrasque, if you have more flesh heaps, that is. Then you can get a Crimson Guard. Or else I also try to get the Blade Mail. So you just activate Blade Mail and you're in damage, basically. Aether Lens is another option. Like, you have already this much of range. Oh, that wasn't right. You already have this much of range. With Aether Lens, you get even more range for your meat hook. If you want to like do a far away hooks, like when you're going high ground, and you can go into their higher ground, then maybe getting Aether Lens is a better option. But I don't really like getting Aether Lens because it doesn't give me any benefits except for the range. Like it does give me some spell damage and mana, but I don't feel like it's worth it. The other item I do feel worth it is that after I'm like this build, either with a Crimson Guard or a Blade Mail, and still the game is going, I always go for either a Pipe of Insight or Roads of Athos. Like Roads of Athos, people judge me when I get this because they say like, why do you want to like stick the target there? It's really good for escaping or just sticking them there. Like if there's a Ricky, you hook him, you rod him, and if you rod him down, then you can like kill him with your rod even if you can't see him, because this holds the target for 2 seconds. So Ricky is the low HP. Anyone who goes invisible like Ricky and Bounty, not Weaver though, anyone who can go like invisible like in seconds, if you can rod him down and hold him with the radiance and the rod damage plus the hook damage, you can kill them. Like these together give you a roundabout of I wouldn't say 1,000 is a bit outrageous. I would say maybe 900 damage or a bit more. But the advantage of rod, if you can see, let me spawn enemy base. There's a range, so if he was like this and going through me, see how slow he became. By the time the guy goes, like Ricky tries to escape me from Rod of Eidos from me, he's gonna die. He cannot live that. It's insane how good Pudge is. That's all for Pudge. He's really good. People say he's a complexity hero because you gotta do like moving people. Like if this guy is moving, just guesses where he's gonna be and hook them out. If you think that he can do it, which you can, trust me. You go there, see how it's really easy. Just predict. Playing more games gives you the experience of how you can win these games. That's all. Hope you guys have a good day and have playing Pudge. If you guys have any questions regarding Pudge, mostly Pudge, I'm really good with him. I played over like 160 games or so and won like 100 of them so far. I'm really good with him and I really love that guy. So this is how to build Pudge like a boss, and hopefully you guys love him. I have full gameplay which is called How to Play Pudge Like a Boss. I'm gonna keep it in the description as well as the link on the video. Hopefully you guys like it. Please do like the video and subscribe and comment which heroes you want to see this new skill build. Especially the Dota 7.0 changed a lot of heroes and people are really confused. Like if you can see, I think it's Helm of Dominator. They changed it up. Usually when I played it, they had a Morbid mask and a recipe. Now it's like Gloves of Haste, Headdress, and Ring of Health. It doesn't even make sense. Like after they did that, 100% of people, like 99% of people, stopped making it. Like it's no use. It means like you can't even get a Satanic out of it. They used to be able to get a Satanic out of this. So there are some huge changes. And I was bamboozled when I saw these, but we gotta go with the change, I guess. So hopefully you guys have a nice day watching this video. I'm gonna take a leave. Thank you and have a nice day. I did realize I spent like 20 minutes on this video. I apologize. I'm gonna try to make the video shorter, but guessing this guy is a complexity hero, I had to spend this time explaining you guys. In future, maybe I'm gonna do a video how to play the hero and the item build and skill build differently. Then it's much easier for you guys to view. So have a nice day. Bye bye.